Hello students, welcome back. Today we will do part 2 of chapter 18. In our first part of the video, we read about the Union Government, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President of India. Now we will do the further topics. Coming to the forming the government. India is the largest democracy in the world. There are many political parties in our country. These parties put up their candidates to contest elections in different constituencies. The elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India. Students, with the population of over 135 crores, India is the largest democracy in the world. Therefore, the largest democratic elections are also conducted here. Let's know how it is done. Elections are held at regular intervals to select representatives of the people. Through elections, people can also reject representatives who have been chosen in the previous elections if they are not satisfied with their performances. Now, the dates for the elections are issued by a constitutional authority. This constitutional authority is called the Election Commission of India in our country. The process of nominating candidates in different constituencies starts soon after the dates for elections are released. Now, the next paragraph. The political party which wins more than 50% seats is invited by the President of India to form the government. In some elections, a single political party is not able to win a clear majority. In such cases, a few like-minded political parties join together to form a coalition government. Students, the election day is the day when the voters cast their vote. Earlier, ballot papers were used for this purpose. Now, they have been replaced by electronic voting machines, EVMs. Once the polling is over, all EVMs are sealed and taken to a secure place. They are opened when the votes secured by each candidate are counted. The candidates getting the maximum number of votes in each constituency are declared winners. After it becomes clear who the winning candidates are, the political parties with the maximum number of winning candidates form the government. When there is no clear majority, then few political parties join together to form a coalition government. Now, the next paragraph. The political party or group of parties jointly elect their leader. The leader is appointed as the Prime Minister of India. He is invited by the President of India to form the Union Cabinet or the Council of Ministers. The ministers in the Union Cabinet can be from the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Speaker is the chairperson of the Lok Sabha and is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha only. Students, the Prime Minister is chosen from the political party that gets the majority of seats in the election of the Lok Sabha. When no party has a clear majority in the Lok Sabha, the President can exercise his power in the appointment of Prime Minister. The President heads the Union Cabinet, which consists of senior ministers called the Cabinet Ministers, which is the supreme decision-making body in India. The Speaker or the Chairman is the presiding officer and the highest authority of the Lok Sabha, and he is elected in the first meeting of the Lok Sabha after the elections. Now, coming to the state government. Every state in India has a legislative assembly. The members of the Legislative Assembly, also called MLA, are elected by the people living in that state and should be more than 18 years of age. The MLAs are elected for a period of 5 years. The political party which has won more than 50% seats in the assembly elections has the right to form the state government. First of all, let me tell you what is Legislative Assembly. It is a law-making body in state and union territories of India. Each member of Legislative Assembly is directly elected by the people for a term of 5 years. Like any other elections, the minimum age of voting in the MLA elections is 18 years. To become a member of State Legislative Assembly, MLA, a person must be a citizen of India, not less than 25 years of age, and he should be mentally sound. The party which gets the maximum number of votes in the legislative elections forms the government in the state. Now, the next paragraph. The governor, who is appointed by the President of India, is the head of the state government. The governor is appointed on the recommendations of the union government for a term of 5 years. The leader of the winning political party is appointed the chief minister of that state. He is invited by the governor to form the council of ministers. Students, the governor is the constitutional head of the state. He is appointed by the president for a term of 5 years. To be eligible for a post of governor, a person must be a citizen of India and above the age of 35 years. The governor approves the bills passed by the state legislature and recommends the budget. The leader of the majority party, who enjoys the confidence of the state assembly, is appointed as the chief minister by the governor. The chief minister, means CM, is the real head of the state. He advises the governor on the selection of his cabinet. The CM, means chief minister, holds collective responsibility along with the council of ministers at the state level. Now, next, the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly is elected by the MLAs of that state. The Speaker is the chairman of the Legislative Assembly. Some states in our country also have legislative councils. Students, the Speaker is elected by the MLAs on the first meeting after the general elections. He presides over the meetings of the House in impartial manner. Now, what are legislative councils? Just as there are two houses in the parliament, the lower house, Lok Sabha, and the upper house, Rajya Sabha, in some states also there are two houses, the State Legislative Assembly being the lower house and the Legislative Council as the upper house. This type of legislature is called a bicameral legislature. Now, coming to the another important category, judiciary. The Constitution of India has the provision for an independent system of judiciary. The judicial bodies in our country are called the courts. The highest judicial body of India is the Supreme Court of India. It is located in New Delhi. The judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President of India. The senior most judge is the Chief Justice of India. The judgment of the Supreme Court of India is final in all legal matters. Students, in India, the judiciary is an independent body that plays a critical role in the functioning of the country. It has the sole rights to make or break decisions without the interference of the government. This separation of powers ensures impartial and equal justice to all citizens of India. It prevents the influential people like the politicians to manipulate the judiciary. The Indian judiciary is three-tier system with the Supreme Court at head of the country, officiated by the Chief Justice, the High Court at the head of the state, followed by the district courts. Now let's study about Supreme Court. The day India became republic, the Supreme Court was first established. It is the highest court in India. and is located in New Delhi. The Supreme Court comprises the Chief Justice and the maximum of 30 other judges who are appointed by the President of India. Now, the next paragraph, the highest judicial body in the state is the High Court of that state. At present, there are 18 high courts in India. Some high courts look after the work of more than one state, such as the Punjab and Haryana High Court at Chandigarh. Delhi is the only union territory that has a high court. Every district in the state has district courts. Other towns and cities have the lower courts. Students, now let's study about the High Court. It is the highest court in each state. Each high court in India has the jurisdiction of one or more states and union territories. There are 3 high courts in the country which have control over more than one state, which are the Punjab and Haryana High Court, Guwahati High Court and Bombay High Court. High Court consists of Chief Justice and other judges. Now, what are the district courts? These are local courts in the states for every district or for one or more districts together. Clear? I hope you all have understood more about the government and the judiciary and about how the country runs. Thank you.